Last video, I gave you a 14 step-by-step guide on what to do ASAP once you realize your identity has been compromised. In this video, I want to go more in depth and give you more information on what to do if your identity was used for medical purposes or tax frauds. In addition to that, I will also tell you what to do if someone steals the identity of your child. You see, in most cases, criminals want one thing: your money. But as with everything, there are exceptions. What I'm about to share with you now are extra steps. You will still need to go through the 14 steps guide from the previous video. So if you haven't seen it yet, now is a good time. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. First, let's see what to do if someone uses your ID for medical purposes. Medical identity theft is when a criminal uses your identity to get treatments, order prescription drugs, or use your health insurance. If that happens to you, do the following. Alert your health insurance provider. Explain the situation and ask them to remove any fraudulent benefits. Request copies of your medical records. Contact individual doctors, clinics, labs, and hospitals that have your information. Ask for your records and insurance EOB statements. Report any errors. Send a written letter to each healthcare provider pointing out any fraudulent information. They must respond within 30 days. Remember, it's always easier to communicate these matters in writing, either with letters or emails. That way you have proof of what you have said and what has been said to you. If you communicate on the phone, ask the person on the other side to send an email with what has been discussed or agreed upon. These 3 steps might take a while to complete. This will depend on how many organizations have your details. But if you see anything suspicious coming from one place, contact them all. Now, what if someone commits tax fraud in your name? Well, tax fraud occurs when someone uses your identity and social security number to file taxes in your name and steal the return. In 2021, the IRS reported a 91% increase in identity theft and tax refund fraud. If you're a victim of tax identity theft, then you will need to get in touch with the IRS. First, fill out an IRS identity theft affidavit and include it with your tax return. You can get one from the IRS website. Respond to any correspondence from the IRS Identity Theft Victim Assistance Group. Request a 6-digit identity protection PIN from the IRS. That's another thing you can get from their website. Remember that tax fraud is a financial crime. If you see any suspicious activity, act immediately. And finally, your child's identity. This is another growing problem. A 2021 study found that 1 in 50 people were the victims of identity theft in the past year. Criminals target children for their clean credit scores and empty credit histories. Scammers will use a child's social security number to apply for loans, credit cards, and government benefits. Often the thief is even a family member who opens a credit card in their child's or other relative's name. In 70% of child identity theft cases, the victim knows the perpetrator. If your child's identity or social security number has been stolen, you'll want to review and freeze their credit report. You should also consider setting up a security freeze and potentially signing up for child social security number monitoring. So in order to be safe in general, don't forget to keep an eye on the following: strange charges on your credit or bank account, missing or receiving unexpected mail, receiving credit card statements you never applied for, receiving calls regarding the status of a loan that you never applied for, receiving calls from creditors or debt collectors about accounts and loans you didn't open. The IRS informs you that someone used your social security number to get a tax refund or a job. As you can see, there are a lot of ways your identity can be used and your details stolen. Unfortunately, identity theft happens more than we'd like it to. Make sure you save this and the previous video to be ready in case this happens to you. But the best prevention remains the best form of protection. And if you haven't already, sign up for a free 14-day trial with Aura. The software will scan your information on the web and will alert you when there is suspicious activity. It's a great way to protect you and your family members from potential threats. Plus, you're covered by a $1 million insurance policy for eligible losses due to identity theft. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for more tips on online security. My name is Upton. Have a wonderful day.